Hello my friends, Greg Clowminzer here, and in this video it's really an invitation. This video is an invitation for you to be extraordinary. Alright? So what I'm going to share with you are some techniques and maybe some strategies and all of that. But again, these are just techniques and strategies, and what they actually live within is a beingness of what I call being extraordinary. So I really want to invite you again to just consider being or living within the possibility of being extraordinary for yourself. And when you actually sit in that place, these things would be some of the natural byproducts in which you would show up in the world and express being extraordinary in the world. All right? So the first thing I would say would be the foundation and or the signature of being extraordinary in the world would be number one, which is be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. So this is not a new idea, a new concept. It's made extremely popular by Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the book, The Four Agreements, and it's the first agreement in his book. But we see this idea or this practice of being impeccable with your word in human beings and people who are just living their lives and being extraordinary in their lives. They have a relationship with their word, and it shows up very powerfully for them. And so they are really demonstrating what it means to be extraordinary in the world. So being impeccable with your word really means no lying, no excuses, getting off reasons, and just doing what you say you're going to do and being impeccable with that. And I would say if you're really up to something and you're being extraordinary, you're going to have to manage your promises, your agreements, your commitments to people. And sometimes you might not be able to honor all those, but extraordinary people, as soon as they recognize or as soon as they have the inkling that they're unable to fulfill or complete on their word and their agreement, is that they let everybody know that would be impacted by that as soon as they have that first inkling, and then making it right. So these are extraordinary people. They have an impeccable, they're impeccable with their word in terms of managing their word and keeping it clean with everyone that they're in contact with. Number two, being extraordinary. Being a source of greatness. Being a source of greatness. So what I mean by that is being a source of greatness for yourself and tapping into a source of greatness. You see, most human beings are looking for their power out in the world or looking to be extraordinary by something out there. And the people who are really living within the beingness of extraordinary have a very different relationship. They source their greatness from within themselves and are causing and creating and authoring their life out of that greatness opening up within themselves. Not only that, they take a stand and are sourcing the greatness of the people around them. And so what I mean by that is that to source the greatness for yourself and others means that you put your attention on what's great about that person. To actually see beyond what that person is actually presenting in the world and seeing beyond and into the essence of who that person is, the greatness that lives within them. And it's your ability, people are being extraordinary, have the ability to put their attention on that flame that lives within another human being and call that out so that person actually shines more brightly in the world, is a signature strength of somebody who's living in the beingness of extraordinary. Number three, being extraordinary means you're up to something, and typically you're up to something big. People who are just ordinary have ordinary problems and lots of them. People who are being extraordinary have big problems that minimize ordinary problems in life, okay? So if you want to be extraordinary, have bigger problems, or excuse me, you will have bigger problems, but be up to something big in the world. You know, something bigger than yourself, something bigger than your ordinary, mundane problems. The last thing about being extraordinary is just be yourself. Just be your unique self. There's nobody like you on this planet. Being yourself means to discover and examine who you are and what makes you unique. And just be yourself and have the courage to allow yourself, the you, to just shine forth and be expressed in the world. So just be yourself. Our natural creativity comes forward when we're just being ourselves. There's that great saying is, everyone's already taken, might as well just be yourself. I believe the beingness of extraordinary is really this courageous choice of just being myself, allowing that to be enough, and having the courage to express that in the world. All right, this has been a quick rant on the possibility for you being extraordinary, looking at some strategies and ways in which you can show up differently in the world. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave your comments below. Again, my name is Clowminzer, business and life coach here in San Diego. Thanks for watching.